Welcome back.
Ryuki is supposed to be here? You were in charge of the HB case, weren't you?
Ryuki's memories may hold the answer. Mizuki, the time limit within Somnium is 6 minutes.
Damn it. Damn it. I was so close to finally forgetting.
Something happened 6 years ago that I don't know about. What was it?
Anyone imagines chapter 1?
What's up, Ryuki?
Mr. Date.
Alright.
Reminds me of you, boss.
Which part?
When I see that ball, it reminds me of my...
Yeah, you seem like the type who'd be into that.
Did you know this doll can talk, Ryuki?
He's my childhood friend.
What are you talking about?
It's me, Mario. Nice to meet you.
He talks?
It's me, Mario.
That RC goes pretty...
Oh?
3 million kilometers per
That's
second.
bullshit.
The universe would collapse if that were true.
I'd like to smack your butt with that broom.
Giggity.
Why?
I'm a sucker for anything shiny.
What about cockroaches, boss?
Okay, I'm reducing your salary.
Ha!
Oh,
Can't have that coming. About cockroaches, boss. Gotta be
Ryuki, your heart rate is increasing. Don't tell me. You're imagining a woman's bathhouse, aren't you? Fantasizing about the shiny faucets.
Why would that part be my fantasy?
good question.
I haven't been on a board in a while. I wish I could go.
I think you've fallen your ass plenty already.
You want to hear some juicy gossip? I heard they got transferred to Lemniscate.
Good for them.
Hey, I'm your superior, you know. You should all at least pretend you're interested.
I'm kind of interested.
I heard that's boss's grandfather.
Don't fill his head with nonsense. That's not my grandfather. That's my grandfather's death mask.
Not any less weird. How long are you going to keep that?
Until I get a new boyfriend.
So, forever.
It's gonna stay there forever.
Date, I'm assigning you to Venezuela.
Good luck.
soldered. Okay.
Maybe this case is like a Matryoshka doll.
That sounds deep, but I don't think that has any...
You never know.
What's wrong?
Oh,
Why?
I found out what that rug actually costs, by the way.
That's true. I confiscated it from...
are you allowed to do that?
No. At all? Just checking because in the last game there was a, trophy for examining literally everything in boss's office.
I remember Mr. Date telling me you like to hit that thing when you're feeling...
Oh, no, I wouldn't do something so brutish. I just throw it against the wall.
That's even worse.
Wooden ponies are my favorite.
Yeah.
Not sure what that has to do with it, but sure. That would seem to be everything. Or not. Gotta be thorough. Never know, they might have added it into this game. Yeah. That seems to be all of it. Okay.
Nice and soft. It feels kind of soothing being here.
Pervert.
Anything to promote office wellness.
What are you talking about?
Well then, you won't mind if I join you. I'm kidding.
No. I did miss a few things. Whether or not that's all of them. Probably is. Kind of robot has an eyeball. Yeah, supposedly her gender is set to female.
Tama, show me the new.
That's not how you ask for a favor.
I beg of you, Lady Tama. I said news, not nudes.
It's not really nudes either.
Wanna see it again?
No, thank you.
Yeah, that was weird.
What is it, Ryuki?
The QR code on that sign was shown during the live stream too.
Yeah, quite clearly.
That means it was seen by people around.
They say the ViewCube video and the link got several million.
The account is already deleted, but you know how it is. People upload.
That means the actual number of people who saw it is several times greater.
Anything strange happened since?
What do you mean?
Maybe a bunch of people being sent to the hospital.
No, I haven't heard any reports.
I see.
Like I said, the uploader of the... I see a stupid-looking man's face. Like this.
Gee, thanks. Maybe she meant no. It'd be funny if she meant Dante.
It's all right now, because I am here! Half-might!
He seriously went with that joke
Half
again.
for all, we are full-time heroes!
Ryuki?
You feeling okay?
Maybe we should have a doctor take a look at you.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
You're trying to convince yourself, aren't you? Poor Ryuki, you're exhausted.
Yeah, I'll try.
You'll try? What the hell is that? Why don't you say it like you mean it, asshole? It's your duty to solve this case. This is why you're here, isn't it?
I got it, Tama. You can...
I don't think she cares. In her weird way. What's up, Dante?
I thought you were on vacation.
Yeah, new labor laws.
And why are you here?
Well, why not? I was bored, so I thought I'd come play darts.
This is supposed to be a place of business. Could you not play around in here?
What? This room is full of things to play with. Huh? Is there something on my face?
Well,
Let me guess. Eye patch? Looks cool, doesn't it? I'm wearing the patch because Iva ran away from home.
That's not the whole story. You tried to watch a VR video of bikini girls splitting watermelons at the beach.
I can't do this anymore. I am done being your partner.
So Iva leapt out of Dante's eye socket and ended up at my place.
so she's at your house right now?
No, she's working on a top-secret mission.
What mission?
If I told you, it wouldn't be top secret.
I saw the news last night. I talked to Boss earlier too, so I know the gist of what's going on. A corpse suddenly appeared in the middle of a live stream, right?
Well, you only know the half of it. Get it because they were bisected.
For some reason,
Half
just the
of it.
right half. Like it traveled through time and space.
Now that's ridiculous.
Advice? I only give advice when I'm drinking. Shall we?
It's not even noon yet.
Who cares? I'm on vacation.
He has a
Well,
point.
I'm not.
Come on. My treat, as usual.
No, I'll just handle this myself.
What? Drink with me. There's a real cozy bar in Omiya I know about. I think you'll like it.
All the bartenders are sexy
How did you know?
And why Omiya of all places?
You don't know? Saitama is hot right now.
It's warm at this time of year?
That's not what I meant.
Saitama is a province located north of Tokyo. I thought Saitama was a one-hit man.
It hasn't even been half a day. No new info for you yet. Jin's left half hasn't been found yet either.
Why did his right half burst into flame?
We're still looking into it. But I was told they haven't recovered any mechanical or electrical pieces.
So, it wasn't a time...
Do you think it could have been spontaneous combustion?
Who knows? Yeah, the entire country's been talking about it all day.
Not just Japan. A body sliced in half suddenly appeared in the middle of a broadcast, and then there was that weird QR code too. I'd be surprised if it didn't go viral.
But how strange. There was a blackout before the corpse appeared, right? So why didn't the stream get cut off? What?
You went to a host club in Kabukicho after the investigation, didn't you?
Who would do such a thing?
I
You.
mean, you usually do that.
I went straight home last night. I can't be out drinking every night. My kid would never let me hear the end of it.
I'm sorry, your kid?
Yeah, no, she has a kid.
Yeah, my little girl. At least, I think she's a little girl. I didn't spot any dangly bits, so unless she says otherwise.
Very progressive of you.
I had no idea you had a daughter, boss.
Neither did I.
I didn't know either. Why'd you keep that a secret all this time?
It wasn't a secret. No one asked.
It's not a secret if nobody asks. That doesn't make any
Okay
sense.
then. Tama and I will continue the investigation.
Oh, wait. Before you go, there's one thing I want you to be careful about. Abyss is having issues with the communication network right now. Any data obtained by your AI ball can't be uploaded to the cloud.
Yeah, I can't do any backups right now. I can only save data inside my body's storage.
Giggity.
So we'll be in big trouble if you break.
Yes, any data saved from today on will be lost.
Understood. We'll be careful.
So, where do you plan on going first?
I thought we'd start by asking around for more info. I haven't been able to talk to the people who are at the scene much yet.
Mizuki, Iris, Moma, Chinpei, and Andy's Komeiji, the host.
Do you have their locations?
Yes, I've obtained each of their locations through the GPS on their smartphones.
That should be illegal.
First, Mizuki is at a place called Matsushita Diner.
Oh, it's been a while since we've
Otis
been there.
place.
Iris seems to be on the campus of
Wonder how
Sekiba
his mom's
High.
doing.
Makes sense. She's a student there after all.
Moma and Chinpei are at the Kumakura office.
Right. The Dragon and Lanterns place.
And finally, Komeiji. He seems to be on the rooftop amusement park at Misaton.
Why?
Misatan. That department store in Shinjuku?
Do you want to ride along for the investigation, Mr. Date?
I'm not gonna work on my day off. I'm not that bored.
Bored enough to come here.
There are many types of boredom. This is different.
Well, Ryuki, I'm counting on you.
Right. Leave it to me.
Tama, you take care of Ryuki, okay?
Always.
Somehow missed that. Okay. Just gonna give it one silver, make sure you don't miss anything. Okay, we're good. Matsushita Diner. His mother had Alzheimer's, and that was put into the game, and that was interesting. Oh, hello, strange girl.
Man, this sucks. I heard he talked my jaw off yesterday.
That was with the local detective, right? I haven't heard anything yet.
Big sis, perhaps you should help them?
Big sis.
Ah, that's just what I call Mizuki.
Ah, and you're...
My name is Kizuna. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Ryuki, right? You were on that quiz show last night.
I am indeed. How did you know?
The uniform.
Your uniform?
Don't tell me you're a uniform buff, Ryuki. I didn't take you for a pervert.
Just because I know the uniform of the local girls at school doesn't make me a
Kizzy is
pervert.
good friends with Iris and Mame, too. Oh, you don't know about Mame, do you? Amame Doi's her full name. She attends Sekiba High like Kizzy and Iris.
Iris and Mame belong to the same dance club as I. It was through them that I was introduced to Big Sis. Yes, I most certainly do. However, I am not very good at it.
That's not true. You've even won a dancing competition before.
That was nothing more than a fluke. Iris is a far better dancer.
Well, she is an idol.
This is a bit difficult to explain. I just sensed a certain elegance to Mizuki that was characteristic of an older sister.
But she's younger than you.
Is that a compliment?
Tama, how old is Kizuna?
18, same as Iris. They're in their 3rd year, so they're graduating soon. In other words, Mizuki is a whole 6 years younger than Kizuna.
That's not weird at all. I'm kidding. There's nothing wrong with that.
I was watching that quiz show live as well. Then, goodness, I couldn't believe it. That corpse suddenly appeared on the screen. I couldn't sleep last night from the shock of it all. I was worried about Big Sis and Iris as well.
Yeah, you called me a bunch, I remember.
You witnessed the corpse with your own eye. Are you certain you're okay?
She's seen her own parents' dead
I'm
bodies.
totally fine.
Her dad's, anyways. Her mom's.
Your mental fortitude is admirable.
I've been through a lot is all. Today is February 11th, National Foundation Day.
Oh yeah, it is. So why are you here?
Why else? To eat some of Ota's cooking. I brought my friend Kizzy with me.
And I appreciate your business.
Are you Mr. Ota Matsushita?
Oh, you heard of me? Did you talk to Date or something?
Yeah, something like that.
It's like today's Cyclops killings. That's how
Ota is 24. 1 year older than you, Ryuki.
Pretty impressive considering he's so
Yeah,
small.
that's why I'm being polite.
Nah.
Ota handles the cooking.
Sama, are there any
Not at all. His mother, Mayumi Matsushita, holds the proper certification for food hygiene.
Mr. Matsushita, can I ask?
Probably in the living room back there. I guess she's sitting at the kotatsu watching TV or something. Man, that was crazy! I said it before, but I was watching that stream live. I heard Tessa and Mizuki were gonna be on that show, right? Then that body appeared out of nowhere. Man, I couldn't believe what I saw. Speaking of crazy, that ViewCube video.
Yeah.
You saw it?
No, not the whole thing. Too scary. I saw the one before, though.
I don't know about scary. More like
The
disturbing.
one before?
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video similar to that one went viral. Everyone was talking about it online.
Ah, I know of that one as well. The mysterious video known as Bats 490.
Yup. There was some kind of code hidden in it, too.
According to the rumors, whoever deciphers it will learn the secret of the world.
Secret of the world? Did a grade schooler come up with that or something?
You're a grade schooler yourself, by the way.
The video starts with a bunch of bats flying around.
Interesting. That's an actual video.
Guess that's where the bats part comes
I
from.
guess that makes sense.
I don't know what the 490 means, though.
Were you able to decode it?
No way. I had no idea what it meant.
So the game had an ARG, sort of.
Well, it's not like solving it would have been a big deal. I'll bet that secret of the world stuff is bogus anyway.
Don't ruin the fantasy, Mizuki.
I'm just telling it like it is. It's just an ARG. It's a game for kids.
That's not how that works.
ARG means Alternate Reality Game. The Game Master releases mysterious information to the public via the internet, leaflets, posters, stuff like that. Players decode the information to discover a location or objective that moves the game forward. Simply put, an ARG is a fusion of games and real life.
Yes, I'm very aware of that.
That came out of nowhere. Of course, you met her yesterday, right? Tessa. The girl named Iris Sagan.
Ota, do you want me to rip your tongue out?
Oh, well, as long as we're on the subject.
Oh, me? Such relations with gentlemen are completely foreign to...
Are you into baby-face guys that know how to cook?
No shame.
Yeah, what do you expect?
My type is so stereotypical that someone like Prince Charming.
A prince?
I yearn to be a princess. I hope my Prince Charming will appear before me with a glass slipper someday. That's my dream.
Glass slipper?
Oh, hey, strange man.
Ota? Who is that?
Well, he's a customer. He comes by a lot.
Well, my admiration of Princess Cinderella partially comes from that, I'm sure. Glass slippers. Isn't that so magical?
I mean, I guess.
How lovely it would be to dance in them.
Sounds very uncomfortable, actually.
Wouldn't it be hard to dance in glass slippers?
That is true.
Pardon me, but
maybe you shouldn't talk to that guy. He seems pretty drunk.
He's drinking non-alcoholic beer.
What do you want, jerk?
I was not aware you could get drunk from non-alcoholic beverages.
It's called a... I can't think of the name, but... placebo.
It's
like
all
that.
right now, because I am here. How are you, young boy?
Young boy.
Guess he's not doing too good.
Wow.
why did you say?
Iris had an offer to appear on the show.
Makes sense.
So she was asked to bring another talent from Lemniscate, but no one could make it, so I decided to go instead. As the president of Lemniscate, I couldn't just turn it down.
Oh yeah, you were given that...
President?
Your parent.
Aren't you 12?
It's a long story. I ended up taking over the company after Daddy. Sorry, but I don't know anything.
Kira. It's currently run based on her after his death.
I just went on the show like Iris asked. And then a body showed up out of nowhere. I've heard about Jin Furue, but it's not like I knew him personally. Sorry, I can't really help. Huh. And?
I mean, Mr. Date is like your foster father, so I thought I'd let you know.
Foster father? I'm the one taking care of him.
Yeah, that sounds about
I'm
right.
paying the rent and utility bills too.
Oh.
Oh, I know of Mr. Date as well. He is quite close with Iris, so I have the honor of being on friendly terms with him as well.
Of course.
Hey, Kizzy, I want to see you dance.
Where did this come from?
I want to see too.
Don't you want to see too, Ryuki?
Oh,
Oh, I've gotta see this.
Then I'll play some music. Just a sec.
Wait, I have not agreed to anything yet. Step and gum on my way to the station. The crowd squeezes out my frustration. And now I'm taking heat in the classroom. Oh well, I'll eat some donuts in the bathroom. Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend. I see all of their smiles in their pics online. Wait, why is that making me cry? Oh my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we share? But dreams are just for dreamers, lonely hearts and schemers. I've got to break the chains of fame on my own. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wait, did she have a
Lonely
heart
girls
shape
across the
back
world, let's wake up and fight. Worlds apart with beating hearts, unite the light through the night. If the boys want to reach us, they'll have to keep up. Without you, I am only half. I need to be home.
I know your name. You're Kizuna, aren't you? I heard you introducing yourself earlier.
That's not creepy at all.
My name's Leon. Leon Twining. And I'm 22 years old. My father's American and my mother's Japanese.
Okay.
So, Kizuna, I want you to marry me.
Dude, she's barely legal. What the fuck?
Huh?
In Japan, that's not true. She's actually a lot more legal in Japan. But still.
No, I'm not okay. My heart feels like a jackhammer, like it's gonna burst out of my chest any second. Of course this isn't a joke. Kizuna's dance purified my heart. There was so much darkness building inside me, but she cleared it all away. It felt like I went straight to heaven.
That would be a bad thing.
I've always wanted to be a pilot since I was little. Kizuna made that dream come true for me. Seeing her dance, it was like my soul pierced the heavens and flew into the stars. So, I've decided. I'm gonna marry her!
Dude.
Won't you marry me, Kizuna?
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
What?
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that either.
No, thank you.
Anyway, I won't give up. You'll come around eventually, Kizuna. My motto is, if at first you don't succeed, try and fail again!
That's not a good motto.
I think you mean try again.
Actually, I got fired yesterday. I didn't feel like doing anything after I woke up this morning. I came here so I could drink my problems away.
But you were drinking non-alcoholic beer.
I can still get drunk off of them, okay?
That's weird.
What job did you get fired from?
I was a bank clerk.
What were you really?
I don't like talking about it, but I was a janitor.
I think that is a noble job.
Aw.
You're so right! But unfortunately, my job was taken from me. I have zero motivation to do anything now. Hard work just seems so pointless.
I dislike people who don't work hard.
All right. I'm hitting up the employment office tomorrow.
This guy has a rather one-track mind.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem all that bad, though.
No. He's just a little confused.
Now, we haven't obtained much useful information. There's no point in staying.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really be out of it if he was never in it. Sekiba High.
Iris, how are you feeling? Still upset about last night?
I'm okay. I recover pretty quick from these things. See? I'm bouncing right back. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy bunny!
Ryuki, would you mind hitting her with a German suplex?
Later. By the way, you're...
That's Mame. She's one of my best friends.
Nice to meet you. My name is Amame Doi. I'm a third year at Sekiba High, and I'm in the same dance club as Iris.
Yes, so I've
I'm
heard.
a super hyper cutie miracle beauty.
Ryuki, I think we should leave.
Hold on. So you're the one I heard about. Mizuki and Kizuna told me about you earlier.
Huh. You just pictured me in a leotard, didn't you?
No?
Oh, it's a pervert! Somebody call the police!
Being a pervert isn't illegal.
I am the police.
Oh, come to think of it. You were on the quiz show last night, weren't you? Your name started with an R, I think.
Ryuki.
Yeah.
Mr. Rero Taro, was it?
Not even close.
It's Ryuki!
I see. Mr. Ryuki Rerotaro.
No.
You could say I'm a part-timer. It's just me and my mom back home, so money's tight. I don't have time to go to college or a specialty school.
But Mommy is so smart. She always has the best grades. even though she doesn't go to class much.
I've been busy with my part-time job and dance practice.
Right, you work at the, fish place.
Where do you work?
I work as a mermaid at a gaudy maid cafe called Sunfish Pocket. Mermaids are what they call the maids that work there.
They wear these cute mermaid outfits as they serve the customers. I know because I used to work at Sunfish Pocket a long time ago. Mommy works there at night after dance practice.
Neat.
Whoa! Mommy turned into a skeleton!
It's an X-ray.
A mommy?
Anyway, the girl does have some nice femurs.
Well, that's a weird
I'd love
flex.
to get inside those for a taste of the marrow.
You don't even have a mouth.
What is wrong with you?
You're the one taking an X-ray of a girl.
I know about the incident. I was watching the live stream of that quiz show. Don't tell anyone, but...
Even when you were 17?
Yes. Ever since I was 16.
That's a violation of Article 61 of the Labor Standards Act. Though it would be the employer who would be penalized.
I lied to the manager about my age. So according to my profile, I'm 20 years old right now.
That's a bit...
Sorry, I'm sorry. Please don't arrest me. My family's poor, so I need to keep working. I don't think there's anyone from our generation that doesn't know who he is. He's famous for having a sharp tongue. He used to write a bunch of completely lame articles and critiques online. He used to start up stupid internet drama crap on Twitter, too.
And Mommy has a pretty sharp tongue herself.
His main job was being the CEO of Music Food. I guess that's like the president of the company?
Sort of. Not exactly.
I think I read an article online that said he started the business when he was 22.
But his history before then is shrouded in mystery. And no one knows anything about his childhood, right?
Yeah. He was a pretty mysterious figure.
Don't you know today is February 11th? National Foundation Day.
Why are you here then?
Right. Then why are you at school?
Well, how do I put this? I just felt compelled.
I can only wear this uniform and attend this school for about...
So I invited Mommy, and we just kind of ended up here.
Iris and her Mommy are 30 years.
She did. But I want...
The agency I belong to, Lemniscate, received a request for me to... They wanted me and one more person to participate as a... But we couldn't find anyone with an opening in their schedule. And that's why Mizuki ended up going instead. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. It did feel like some sort of paranormal phenomenon, though.
Paranormal?
Like I mentioned last night, maybe that body teleported here from some other world.
Not exactly.
The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension, and that split the body in two.
Speaking of which, there are rumors that people who watched that video and disappeared could have also been swallowed into another dimension.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. I boiled a potato and my socks in a sack.
The fuck?
Mr. Ryuki,
are you okay?
New folk anthem. No idea where he got that from. Nope. No idea. German soup socks. German suplex. Not soup socks. Suplex. Where you take someone from behind and lift them up over your body and drop them head first into the ground.
Iris is sitting on a chair.
Leering at an 18-year-old. That's a bit creepy, don't you think?
It's legal.
I was not leering. Iris is just sitting...
Now you're trying too hard.
Well, what do you want me to say?
That QR code, a similar video went viral about half a year ago.
The Bats 490 video. Supposedly people who saw it suddenly vanished.
That's 490.
So, they say those who went missing were taken into another dimension. Yes?
So did I.
But you two haven't disappeared.
That's because we haven't decoded it.
There's a code hidden inside Batsborn.
They say the code reveals a specific location.
You have to go there to get taken into another dimension.
And the people who decrypted the code all said the same thing before vanishing.
I've learned the secret of the world.
But no one knows what that secret is.
No, if you did, that would defeat the point. Oh, hey.
Genny, I told you to wait for me at the gate, didn't I?
Yeah, but I got here a bit early.
His name is Gen Ishiagane. He's the owner of the fusion restaurant Ramen in Golden Yokocho. Though, I'm sure you already know that.
Yeah, I've been there many times. But why is Gen here?
Ah, if it isn't Mr. Ryuki. Are you here to investigate that case by any chance?
Yes. I was talking to Iris about it.
I also watched the quiz show last night. Several people I know were on it. I drove here to pick up Amame and Iris. I need them to help out at work tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, Genny. Something came up.
Oh,
I'm free though. I can still help.
that'd be great.
You two are close with Gen, huh?
Yeah. We're just a big ol' happy threesome.
Never say that
That
again.
was a weird way to phrase it.
Amame visited Ramen a lot, even back when it was in Yotsuya.
Once it moved to Golden Yokocho, I took Iris there.
You've been to Brahmin too, Mr. Ryuki?
Of course. I've been there several times.
Mr. Date? So you must know Mr. Date too, Genny.
I've known him for a long time. We're so close, we've seen each other's buttholes.
Giggity.
Wow, what a small world.
Is she really going to ignore the butt part?
You're more than welcome to visit.
Genny's cooking is amazing.
Everything he makes is so good. My tongue could fall right off. Personally, I think his place and Matsushita Diner are competing for the #1 spot.
Come on. Don't compare my restaurant with a place like that. The cooking there was superb when Takiro was still the man behind the chef's knife. But now it's his son Ota running things. He doesn't know the first thing about cooking. These dishes are missing the most important condiment. Oh, are you asking because I'm wearing this mask?
Kinda. It's a little suspicious.
It was fine. The security for this school is practically non-existent.
That's disturbing.
There are tons of places on the grounds without any fences or security cameras.
So you didn't walk in through the front gate?
I couldn't have, dressed like this. A guard would have stopped me.
Interesting.
Well, I think we got enough info here for now. Ryuki, wanna get...
Sounds good.
Kamakura. Kamakura.
Wait, you're the director of that quiz show, Chimpei?
You got a problem with that?
No, but...
I told you, he got out. He's making an honest living as a civilian these days. Ain't that right? That's right, boss. Stop calling me that. I'm not a member of the gang anymore.
My girl has a baby on the way right now.
Congrats.
So we decided to get married, but her parents wouldn't approve of it. Said they wouldn't let me have their daughter unless I got out of the business. I agonized over the decision, so much that I could only eat 2 slices of pizza instead of the usual 3.
You poor
What a
thing.
man has to do, what a man has to do, right? So I made up my mind to talk to the boss about it, but before I could...
Oh, I get it. Then I'll try asking him for you.
And Moma listened to Iris.
Of course.
What? I didn't have any ulterior motives, so don't get it twisted.
Just really like her.
A dragon with a... I hacked into it. There are a ton of videos of salmon laying eggs in there.
Well, that's weird.
I don't think that's a problem.
Just
We all
weird.
have our own interests.
I actually used to attend a vocational school to learn about film. I wanted to be a porn director.
Well, that's a weird
I
flex.
used the connections I got there to reach out to a production company for online shows, and I was promoted to director right away.
That's impressive.
Supposedly, the last director ran away, so they really needed me to take his place. We didn't have enough people. The quiz show needed 3 teams of 2 to answer questions. We tried hard, but couldn't get together that last team. I had no choice but to participate myself, so I invited the boss to go with me.
And MoMA agreed to participate?
Well, you know, it was a request from one of my precious underlings, after all.
Sure wasn't because Iris was attending?
I convinced him by saying Tessa would be there too. Then he agreed right away. Sorry, but I haven't found anything that might be a lead.
What about the rest of the staff?
They'll probably tell you the same thing.
The detectives from HQ have already questioned their report is uploaded on the database. 0 clues. There isn't any information that could help us at all.
That's strange.
I wouldn't know anything about the others. I already turned in the list of contestants to the cops. Why don't you try hitting them up one by one?
Working on it.
The other detectives already took care of that a while back. No clues there either. There haven't been any reports of suspicious individuals.
I came to say thanks to the boss for you. I was thinking of going to Akiba. This place is on the way.
Why Akiba?
Well, I need to stop by a maid cafe.
Maid cafe?
Yeah, it's called Sunfish Pocket. My girlfriend works there.
So you have a girlfriend and a kid. I mean, there's
I'm
something
pissed
wrong
about the
with that.
case, too. That co-appearance was like a dream come true. The whole show was ruined.
Yeah, it happens.
I'd love to get my hands on the bastard responsible.
Good luck with that.
Dream come true?
The boss and Tessa got to...
Shut it! Anyway, I love...
Get an eyeballs.
to help you with your investigation and all, but unfortunately, I don't have any info that might be useful to you. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you see any suspicious people hanging around this?
Suspicious people?
He asks to the leader of a Yakuza gang.
I guess the only one who comes to mind is Kameji.
Kameji?
Yeah, Andy's Kameji. Supposedly, he has connection to the Yakuza.
You're... well, not... obviously there's more than one Yakuza, but you're part of the Yakuza.
I'm not talking about our group, of course. It's just something I heard at a meeting with the street bosses. Word is, he's involved in some dangerous transactions. Though, that might not have anything...
Probably not.
Kameji has connections with... Could it be true?
Let's figure that out. You need to gather intel for now.
Got it. Then let's go somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't take his finger or anything. We're not doing any of that outdated cutting off your finger deal.
After all, the Kumakuras are a gang with morals.
Sounds like an oxymoron. Like a vegan zombie.
Didn't he just say so earlier? It is what it is.
Okay. Department store of Misatan. There he is.
Shoma, my little boy, he's in elementary school. One day I wake up, go to the bathroom mirror, and I have writing on my forehead. It must have been Shoma. He had been learning letters in school recently. Anyway, he writes, Death Tub.
Death Tub.
And I'm thinking, Death Tub? Is that what he meant? Is he trying to tell me something? Then Shoma saw my face and started busting out laughing. And I was thinking, what's so funny? That's when I realized when you see Death Tub in the mirror...
Butthead.
God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
That joke was awful. Okay.
Another story about Shoma. One day I got a call from school and a rather heavy-set vice principal told me, Your Shoma called me a pig of all things! I apologized, then gave Shoma a talking to. Listen here, Shoma. Don't you ever call the vice principal that again. He said, Okay, I won't call the vice principal a pig anymore, but it's okay if I call a pig vice principal, right?
Okay, that was kind of funny.
I say, sure, why not? So then as the kid is leaving, he says, I'm sorry, can I go play with my friends now, vice principal? God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Mac!
Okay then.
Are you finished?
Well, you're the only one here. You're Mr. Ryuki from the Metropolitan Police Department, right?
No.
You came here to talk about what happened?
Yes.
Then let's go somewhere else to talk. You'd prefer someplace quieter, right?
A little, yeah. Also, this place is kind of run down. It's probably still being built.
Wait, the Ferris wheel?
Well, why not?
It's...
Alone with a middle-aged man in an enclosed space?
That's
This
a little
is
weird.
not what I had in mind.
You know I'm a comedian now, but when I was in my early 20s, I was working as a regular company employee. I appeared on several quiz shows on the side and ended up winning first place many times.
Komeiji was famous as a quiz king ever since he was a student. He even had worshippers who lauded him as the quiz god.
Thinking back, that may have been the peak of my life. Adored wherever I went, everyone buying me all sorts of things. Maybe I shouldn't have taken advantage of the situation like I did. I was so enamored by the glamorous celebrity life. I've always loved comedy, so I strived to become a comedian. And after that, well, it's just as you saw on that stage.
I wonder why there wasn't an audience. It was so funny.
Not really.
It's the other way around. Wait, the other way around doesn't sound right either.
The answer like people. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. The answer like people.
The producer for that show knew about me from my Quiz King. He thought I could tell all sorts of anecdotes and gave me an offer to host. Right. Sorry for calling you Team Popo back then. It was in the script. Didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, fair. Team Luminous Gate. Team Yakuza. That's a little on the nose.
I love Ferris wheels. I like anything that continuously spins around, actually. Plane propellers, washing machines, the beds at love hotels.
There used to be rotating beds at love hotels a long time ago.
How do you know that?
Just like life, isn't it? With its ups and downs. We rotate around the same places over and over.
Well, you're not
Well,
wrong.
the beds at love hotels don't go up and down, though. Although, I guess they do, in a way.
Ha. Sex
The
joke.
boy is just like me, you know?
Shoma?
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too. He's almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time. He talks like he's all grown up, but he's still a kid inside.
With your love of Ferris wheels, I'd say you're still a kid on the
You got a point there. I'm sorry. I have no idea what happened. I was just invited there and hosted the show as requested. Then that body suddenly appeared.
Did you know Jin, the victim?
I've never met him. I do know he was hated for his extreme narcissism and ego. If I had to guess, the motive was probably a grudge. Someone must have had a grudge against him and did that. He's right in the middle of his rebellious stage, so he's been a handful. His mother hasn't been around for about 3 years now.
Was it a divorce?
Yeah. She got sick of me and left the house.
Does this have to do with the Yakuza by...
What?
Just something I heard. That you have gang connections.
That's complete nonsense. I'm just an ordinary comedian.
Bullshit.
Well, even if it was true...
Ah, does it?
A little.
A lot is more like it. Komechi's blood alcohol level is 0.12%. The early stages of inebriation.
I just couldn't get over what happened last night and ended up drinking too much.
Fair.
I wanted to forget about everything. I had to drink.
Well, can't exactly fault him for that.
Oh, this? It's my one and only stage outfit. This sharp little bow tie is the highlight. My boy bought it for me last year.
Bow ties are somewhat unusual. Traditional ties are more common.
But you weren't wearing that tie last night, were you?
Oh, I wasn't. I tend to take it off or put it on based on how I'm feeling.
Do you come to the stage a lot?
Yeah, the owner of the Misaton department store took a liking to me. He's given me the opportunity to appear several times now. Sorry I couldn't help, Mr. Ryuki. I wish you luck with the investigation. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You're going back to Abyss?
Yeah. I want to reorganize the information I have so far.
Then, why don't you just do it in this limousine?
Oh, right. I guess I could.
Shut up! Stop shouting!
But you surprised me. I thought that the ghost of an S&M pervert with a police uniform fetish who died in a tanning booth had come to haunt me.
That's oddly specific.
Haven't I showed you this body many times over the past 6 months?
I'm still not used to it. Your body is semi-transparent, and I can only see you in the left side of my vision. So, why did you...
I thought it would be easier to talk to you this way. There isn't much useful information to sort out in the first place. If I had to say one thing, it would be the view. By the way, I'm going to cut down on the word salad and call it QR video from now on. The teeny bit of information we got from that QR video is pretty much all we have.
You don't know? A video similar to that one went viral.
The mysterious video known as Bats 490. There's a code hidden inside Bats 490. They say the code reveals a specific location.
Everyone who visits that place is said to be all left behind the same message. I've learned the secret. Hey, Tama. Is Bats 490 still up anywhere on the internet?
I looked it up.
Interesting. Rip me, burn me.
They say there's a hidden message inside, but I can't even tell where we're supposed to look. Same as the QR video. It was originally uploaded to ViewCube, then it spread from there. The account holder is unknown.
In any case, Bats 4, if we can figure it out, maybe it'll lead to the QR video.
Isn't that what you're investigating for?
Yeah, but remember what Mr. Date and Iris said?
For some reason, I could travel through time and space.
Maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension. And that split the body in two.
Don't tell me you believe that.
Weirder things have happened.
No, just for some reason it's stuck in my head.
Honestly, it reeks of bad taste. Makes me
Keep talking like that, and I'll throw you out the window.
Then you'd be a goner too. I'm the one driving this car, you know.
Nice.
Why don't you take the leap and buy a different car?
I can't. This car is all I have of my parents.
Your parents passed away.
Yeah, in an airplane crash when I was... From then on, I was living with my younger brother. But 6 years ago, he also...
Ryuki, you have a call. It's from Mizuki.
Mizuki?
I'm connecting her.
Oh, Ryuki? I got your number from Boss.
What is it?
I remembered something about Bats 490. I thought maybe it could lead to a clue.
What did you remember?
Someone in my class at school actually figured it out. He decoded the hidden message in Bats 490.
He did?
His name is Shoma, and he might know something, so I would go find him.
Wait, Shoma.
Anyway, see ya!
Shoma.
Andy's Komeiji's.
That's interesting. But if he decoded it, why is he still here?
Shoma, you know what happened last night, right? The QR code displayed on that sign. There was a link in it leading to a video. We're calling it the QR video. I wanted to talk to you about it. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
It's old. Looks like a
What is that on top?
Looks like earthenware. Maybe it's some sort of...
It's a CRT TV.
It could.
Just to confirm, your father is Andes Komeiji. And his real name is Yoneharu Enda. Is that right? I heard you went to the same elementary school as Mizuki? She's actually the one who told me about you. What are you making? Don't tell me it's a bomb. You know about the video. I have a feeling it's related to the QR video somehow. You solved the code in BATS 490, didn't you? And it showed you a certain location. Am I right?
He's completely
Maybe because he's wearing headphones.
No, that's not it. There's no sound coming from them. Chastity belt on his heart must be locked tightly.
What kind of metaphor is that?
You won't be able to see his uvula unless you open that lock.
So what you mean is, he probably won't speak unless you can find the key to his heart.
There might be a key somewhere in this room.
A key to...
It's no use talking. You'll have to find...
Ding! Yes, Shoma!
Why don't you...
Probably run... That robot is... Mr. Komeiji. Oh, but he's... What is that?
It looks like a robot. I tried searching, but it looks like it's not commercially available.
A homemade robot, huh? Hey, Shoma. Would you mind showing me the robot in your closet?
Huh? How do you know about that?
Oh, well,
I'm psychic.
Tell him you heard it from Komeiji.
Right. I heard about it from Mr. Komeiji.
From my dad?
That's right.
Okay, then. Just for a bit, okay?
Huh. Cool.
You made that?
Yeah. I call it Robota.
All by yourself?
Uh-huh. There's a junk shop in Akiba. I got all the parts there. This robot only has one tire. It uses a gyro to keep its balance. Fine-tuning it is really hard.
That's incredible. I'm impressed that you made it all by yourself.
Looks like the lock has opened.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Andes Komeiji is my dad. Sorry. I don't really want to talk about him.
Why not?
Well, because... why does it matter?
Ryuki, you can't ask things like that to a child.
Oh, you're probably right.
She's just a classmate. We're not friends or anything. I don't talk to her much.
Do you wish you could talk to her more?
No. Of course not.
Even though she's cute?
That Uggo? She's not cute at all.
He has a crush.
His temperature is rising. That was clearly a lie.
No.
Yeah, I could tell. Now, I think it's about time...
I solved it.
The
BATS 490 code. I solved it.
How?
I have to go soon, so I'll tell you the short version.
That's fine. Please, the video's hidden message pointed to a certain location, right?
Yeah.
And where is that?
Horodori Lab.
Horodori
The
Lab.
Horodori Institute of Genetics.
Interesting. so we win.
I heard about it last night on the news. Truly unprecedented. What a mysterious case. I am Chikara Horodori, the director of this research institute.
He hasn't retired yet. His 60th birthday was last year.
Huh.
Looks like a grotesque monster might be trapped in...
I actually like grotesque things.
Yeah, I know. Excuse me.
Ah, that's the... It will take a while to explain.
Jun's estimated time of death.
I was sleeping in my bed at home. They say seniors are early to rise, but that's not true at all in my case. Perhaps that means I'm still young.
Is there anyone who could back your story?
Don't tell me I'm a suspect.
Not exactly, but you never know.
I'm just doing my job. I've always wanted to say that.
Good for you. Your dream came true.
I live alone now. Unfortunately, there's no one with me at home.
Chikara got divorced 6 years ago. As for children, he has one daughter. She's 32 years old. His daughter and ex-wife are currently living in Italy.
In other words, there's no one who can corroborate Chikara's alibi.
That's right.
Suspicious.
I know of him, but I haven't met him in person. I've only read some articles about him online. He's the CEO of a music distribution company. I'm the director of a genetics research institute. We have nothing in common.
Why did you smirk when you said that?
It was mentioned on the news. But the video itself wasn't broadcasted, so I haven't seen it.
Then you don't know about Bats 490.
What is that?
It's a video that's very similar to the QR video.
I've never heard of it.
I actually came here to ask you about it specifically. There's a hidden code in the video, and I've heard it points to this research institute.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps someone just made it up. We mainly conduct research on gene therapy through genome editing here. Are you familiar with genome editing?
DNA manipulation.
Site-specific nucleases. An artificial restriction enzyme known as CRISPR-Cas9 is commonplace these days. Genome editing is a technique that uses this enzyme to splice, replace, and bind any base sequence of DNA.
Interesting.
In other words, it's technology that rewrites DNA.
Indeed. Last year, we developed a revolutionary genome editing method we call PURGE. With this, genetic diseases that were previously too difficult to treat, for example, severe congenital heart diseases, are now curable.
Huh.
But that's not all. In theory, using PURGE, even immortality is achievable.
Well, that's a bit of a leap in logic.
Oh, but I don't mean your body will be invincible. Death can still occur via trauma, ingesting poison, viral infections, this sort of thing. However, it can make death due to old age a thing of the past.
Yeah, that's a little more, realistic.
Can Purge really do that?
Indeed. The body's deterioration due to aging can be prevented by rewriting all of its DNA, maintaining a permanent state of youth. However, this has not yet been proven. It's still in its experimental stage, but it won't be long until our hypothesis is substantiated. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
Not exactly.
Ryuki, don't you think something is off about Chikara?
Looks weird for a 60-year-old man.
You think so?
You really are dense.
You're dense enough to be the target audience for mobile game ads.
Ouch. I'm sorry, is she seriously explaining what a mobile game ad is?
Huh.
His temperature is abnormally high.
Maybe he has the flu.
Don't make me pluck out your eyebrows from the inside.
Do you think he's upset?
Probably. Ryuki, let's find out.
Wink sync. Yeah, let's...
Wink sync.
Sync is a simplified version of this, but you're still taking a look inside their dreams.
Dreams are made for memories. So there shouldn't be anything in there that he doesn't know about.
You're saying...
Chikara knows about That's 490. He was lying to us earlier. Mr. Chikara, can you accompany me to the station?
What?
I'd like to speak to you in more detail. You do have the right to decline, of course.
Very well. I'll go with you.
Interesting.
I gave Chikara the usual medicine to put him to sleep.
Are you sure that...
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe there are legality issues.
Oh, don't worry about that. The higher-ups will take care of it for me. There hasn't been any progress yet. The people over at HQ are totally incompetent. They must have had stuff with fermented beans or something. Who knows? He went off somewhere right after you left.
He's probably playing the nipple guessing game at some cabaret club in Nakamaguro right about now. He's on vacation, so I'm sure he's taking a load off while he can.
No, he's taking a load off, alright.
Load. Shizue Kurnushi. The fact that they would just say that out loud. Can I ask someone to guess where their nipple is while their shirt is on, even if the guy is a guy asking a girl to do it? It's kind of problematic. Yeah, I can imagine.
I got Tama's report. The QR video seems to be the key to solving this case. She believes Chikara is linked to the Bats 490 video, which has a striking similarity.
He's extremely suspicious. He must be the culprit.
It's a little...
I think it's a bit early for that conclusion.
But he said he didn't know about the video, right?
I still think that's a bit unreasonable.
If he's willing to lie about one thing, he'll lie about everything.
Hmm? Why do you ask? I'm the engineer of Abyss. Of course I'm always...
In any case, Ryuki, you know what to do.
Sync.
Sync with him.
Hello, people in the chat. Guess I only have 6 minutes.
Ryuki, this isn't your first time syncing. You've delved into Somnium many times in the past 6 months, so I'm sure you know without me telling you.
I can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. It's alright, I know.
Okay then, let's begin.
Alright. Interesting.
What is this place?
It looks like something made by an older generation of CG technology.
Back when it was still hyped up as groundbreaking, huh? Hey, did you see someone just now?
Looks suspicious.
Why don't we ask that person there about it?
Who?
You must have a lot of questions, like, what happened to your other half?
Not really.
Must be hard to walk. Bench pressing must be tough too.
You really want me to ask about that stuff?
Yeah, do it.
Hey, isn't benching kinda hard?
Hey, why are you talking to a statue?
Damn it, Ryuki. Stop wasting my time. We can only be in Somnium for 6 minutes.
Oh.
Damn it, damn it. This is getting out of hand.
That's Chikara. Tama.
On this side, my genius left brain harnessing my processing power. On this side, my brilliant right brain within which my creativity is boundless. The very layout is for some reason. Mimicking my brain will serve as inspiration for my masterpiece.
What's going on here?
I need to be careful. I can't get too close.
Now, this. Bionic Body's accidental biology. The Bionic Body Creation Program.
Bio what?
BBAB.
The logical center of the left brain and the creative center of the right. By combining them, I can create a superhuman. Whew, wouldn't want that getting out. I hope I never see you again. Goodbye.
No, he ran off.
Chikara in this dream world is just as bonkers as he is in real life.
Yeah.
Looks like he doesn't want anyone in this room.
Yeah, you can tell by the conscious antibody in front of the door.
Conscious antibody?
They're an embodiment of a sync subject's caution. When you try to access information that the sync E is trying to hide, it overstimulates the synapse. That makes the body emit a ton of norepinephrine, which creates a conscious antibody within the Somnium.
Well, what does this
You see how it says instant death on his crotch there? If I touch him, a massive delay spike will occur in the sync information transfer system.
Which means...
We'll be booted
Touch him and our available time in Somnium drops like crazy.
Got it. But how do we get into the room without getting past our do not touch power stance man friend?
Well, we just need to get rid of the conscious antibody somehow.
What if we use that device that Chikara was using to move instant death power stance man?
I'm sorry, instant death power stance man?
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty appropriate name for him.
Anyway, let's check the device first. Looks like the power is out.
Let's start by activating the device.
Yeah, let's go.
Somnium scan, activate!
Interlock 1. Interlock 2. Interlock 3. Interlock 4. Okay.
The lock on that door is open. Past that is a stone statue with no power.
Power? On a stone statue?
This is Chikara's Somnium. You don't have to think about the logic. Anyway, that door.
Use a blank, join the blank, and create a blank. Hide your important books. Okay.
This door is open.
Is this even a door?
That's just how it...
Oh,
We're here.
that's the stone statue without power.
Use the machine in the center, join the two stone statues, and create transcendental superhuman.
Off and on. Is this...
How do we turn this on?
Why don't you feel around that area?
What area?
Whatever feels right, Tama.
She turned them on.
The robot arm control PC has been activated.
That was easy.
on. You're amazing, Tama.
It says, not available. Stone statue activated. Wait, so is it on or off?
Maybe you need to flip the switches for all the statues.
Right. According to the Somnium scan, but let's head back to the device first.
How did you know there was a switch there? How did you know?
Let's go back to the device.
Oh, wait. Can't we go to the other small room from this room?
How would you do that? It's too high. I can't jump that.
Blink human your powers. You can blink to blink if you wanted.
Alright.
Okay.
A normal jump won't suffice.
We need to think of a way to go up.
Maybe we can do something with the device in the center.
We can go through here.
BBAB. Activating. In this experiment, you can combine two different brains with different functions to create a new human life form. Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
We just need to choose the left and right brain and combine them like Chikara did.
What can we choose from?
Left. Maasai warrior, fisherman, and A. Right side was astronaut and archaeologist. We can combine different brain functions of the left and right brains and create a...
It seemed like Chikara used that to gain some kind of... So creating a new human means gaining some kind of...
And you select that power on this?
Oh, I remember seeing another room next to the small room we were in earlier.
Yeah, it was too high, so...
Maybe we have to give you a power that'll help you get up there.
Worth a shot.
Beginning experiment. Please.
The room was high. By combining two brain functions...
What do you choose, Ryu?
Please select right, left, right. Starting experiment.
What's going on?
Experiment successful.
Just like I expected.
Combined, a Maasai warrior's leg strength and the atmosphere-piercing power of an astronaut.
Tama.
I have goosebumps.
It said you gained super...
Maybe we can get to that up...
That might be it.
Makes sense.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Thank you,
This
Captain
door isn't
Obvious.
locked.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Wow.
Neat.
The experiment worked! Chikara Horodori has done it again! Genetic ecstasy!
What are we even watching right now?
Oh,
By stimulating the DNA correlating to high leg strength through imagination, it caused a slight transformation in the base sequence. This small change has allowed for surpassing the limit of telomeres. We can do anything in this simulation world. There are no limits. What a wonderful world.
I guess things worked out.
so every time we do something right, we have to watch this creepy old dude ascend into the sky?
You want to join?
Hell no.
That was weird.
A stone statue.
Activate it.
Rub his dick.
This stone statue is...
If they mean an autosport driver, those guys are incredibly skilled.
That skill might be beneficial enough.
Not to mention, there is a car wreck.
I see.
But look, that says trap. Driving skill alone might not be enough.
Maybe we can combine it with a brain function that's...
I don't remember seeing anything like that.
Anyway, let's head...
Super reaction by the person trapped by seventh sense. The huge reverse experience it.
This door is open.
I wonder if we can...
Let's go find it.
We're here.
Looks like we can open it from this side.
Okay.
Beginning experiment.
A car from earlier.
What do you think, Fitz?
Please select left, right, starting.
Oh.
It's an error.
I guess an A.
I wonder what it's for.
Not available.
Beginning experiment.
The car's side. What powered...
To over... Wasn't there some old movie where the characters explored trap-filled ruins?
Oh.
Please select left, right, starting.
Archaeologists like, Indiana Jones. Or, you know, the guy from
Experiment successful. Combined, a racer's driving skill and an archaeologist's knack for dodging traps to gain movie protagonist superhuman driving skills.
Yeah, that sounds
time
about
for
right.
love, Dr. Jones.
That should help us dodge any traps.
That's so antiquated. Nowadays, sports cars go up against nuclear submarines.
What?
Well, this is Shikara's preference. Now, let's go back to the room with the car.
Think we can get there from the passage we came from?
Yeah, that should lead...
4 minutes now.
We can go through...
All right.
I'll avoid it.
Why are you saying like that?
What?
Not trying.
That's the trap?
I could have done this on my own.
Tama, behind you!
Huh?
Of course. That doesn't look like Shaggy.
Hold it, wait, no! I can't do this!
Hello, people.
Hey, Tama! The road!
What about the road?
There is no road!
What are we gonna do?
Speed up. Usually helps.
Step on it!
On what?
The gas! The gas!
The gas! Okay!
There we go.
The experiment worked! Chikara Horadori has done it again! Genetic ecstasy! The corpus callosum is here represented by a treacherous ancient rune. A theory that links this complex and bizarre passage is now complete. But this should be theoretically impossible. No, there is no impossible in this world. Oh, this is not good.
Kara, ew!
Why don't you think of it as some kind of reward cutscene?
The fact that I have to force myself to think that already makes it not a reward.
True.
Let's turn it on.
Got it.
Rubby, rubby. Okay.
This stone statue is a gambler.
I guess that means they have guts.
So this gambler is known for winning bets when the chips are down.
That must mean they can win the big ones without flinching.
Now, let's head back to the central room.
Don't look for it. You can be a new person. And there's no...
We can go through here.
me, Chikara.
What the hell?
This is no good. Now, let's test this. Chikara's right brain reselection.
What's happening?
The room flew away.
The experiment worked! Chikara Horodori has done it again! This right brain reselection is a function that blows away my past. The past I don't want anyone to see. My right brain can be shuffled back into the deck. Goodbye, forbidden memory.
What are we gonna do? When we drove through the passageway, Chikara said, theoretically impossible, so maybe we did something he wasn't expecting. We used the device to combine two different brain functions.
If we can prevent Chikara from using his right brain reselection thing, we might be able to...
He said something about a memory he doesn't want to be seen.
Current ability is left. You have 3 minutes left, Ryuki. Focus.
Yeah, but...
There was something hidden in the room we were in earlier. If only we could pull it back somehow.
We need a big idea here.
Beginning experiment. Please select left, right. Starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined, a tuna fisherman's pulling skill and a gambler's ability to make the right choice to obtain superhuman luck.
Luck? Is this gonna do anything?
You've never played Danganronpa, have you?
Well, try it. Let's fish back the room that flew away.
Where'd you get the rod?
How's it going?
There we go.
I think I got something.
That must be it.
The experiment worked! Chikara Horodori has done it again! Good! The memory I want to leave behind has already been shuffled. This memory's no good either. I thought I deleted it. No. If you succeed with the Eternal Youth experiment, my memory will be discovered. Goodbye! Goodbye!
Chikara's memory was replaced with something else.
But it got replaced with another memory he didn't want. It might be worth looking into.
Chikara said that if the Eternal Youth experiment is successful,
so if we complete the research on that device,
we might be able to defeat Instant Death Power Stance Man over there and...
Interesting.
That stone statue is a little different.
Yeah, you're right.
That stone statue...
Chikara's face hates...
Chikara said that using Purge, he can create a...
But if we use the stone...
Turn it on.
Oh no.
What's the problem?
Seeing this face...
We've invested too much already.
Fine.
Oh, you didn't want to touch...
My theory's almost complete. The fear of a man.
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki.
That's not what I wanted.
It would be...
And something that will let us get rid...
Beginning Please select left, right, starting.
It's It's an error.
I guess
I wonder what it's...
Just gonna do that real quick because I did not mean to press the fucking... They said there was
we can go through.
Let's just check it out real quick. Or not. Oh well.
We can go through.
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki.
It would be nice.
And something that will let us get...
Beginning it. Please select. Left, right, starting. Error.
It's an error.
I guess an A.
I wonder what it's...
A person who's...
Another fun...
Beginning it. Please select. Left, right, starting. Error.
It's an error.
I guess an A is...
I wonder what it's...
This store is...
Okay.
NA. Not a...
Does this stone statue have no...
I don't know.
I'm gonna do this. Ah, boy.
These people look for bugs during software development. They are also called QA, or tester. They have the skill to find critical bugs. Some people call them organic machines.
Aren't they the people who walk into walls over and over to break...
They do need a hell of a lot of perseverance.
If there was something off, they might be able to find...
Everything about this... And would be...
And some...
Beginning... Please select. Left, right, starting. Experiment. Combined, a fisherman's manliness and the reliability of a debugger to become better at singles making.
Wow, amazing!
This isn't your power?
Oh.
Why do you look so upset about it?
No.
Why did you react like...
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki. Beginning. Please select. Left, right, start. Experiment. Combined, a Maasai warrior to create a warrior who never forgets where they left.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that seems about right. Let's try that.
We can go through... They partake in religious and spiritual, depending on the region. They may also, even in today's world with scientific advances, they still thrive.
Tama,
That's just a distance.
Science doesn't.
It may not have the.
You don't believe in destiny?
That's not something. We can go through. This story.
Okay.
NA.
Does this stone step?
I don't know.
You have a minute left.
We can go through. We can go through. We can go.
So that was
Person who's
Another fun.
Beginning experiment. Please select left, right, start. Experiment 6. Combined, a Maasai war.
That's not even a superpower.
Ryuki, less than 30 seconds left.
The person who's most.
Another function that'll allow us to deal with
Beginning Please left, right, starting. Combined, a racer steering skill to allow you to turn surprising.
Turn surprise.
What could that mean?
Maybe a path opened up.
If we have time to.
Okay. That's what I needed. That makes sense.
It would be.
And
Begin. Please select left, right.
Huh?
what happened?
There's something fishy about them.
How so?
What if I do?
What?
This door was the bug.
The activation requirement was the racer's steering skills. Anyway, let's keep going.
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki.
What?
Are you sure we can?
It's up. Set sit.
Hey! You can't ride this. There's so much water in your brain.
I'm going to chant Buddhist mantras in your.
Thanks.
Okay.
We can go through here. The person who.
Another
Beginning.
So Fisher.
Please select left, right, starting. Combined, a fisherman's navigating skills and.
Oh, that's a relief.
If we ever end up.
That should work.
We can go. Are you?
It's up. Set sit.
Here we go.
Does this mean we finished a long sea venture with a fisherman's navigation skills and a shaman's...
Chikara really has a...
We can go through here.
Well, that seems pointless. But maybe now.
The person...
Another beginning. Please select left, right, starting.
You have a minute left.
We can go through...
Or not.
We can go through...
That seems pointless.
The person...
Another funk...
Beginning. Please select left, right. Combined, a racer's driving skill and a
That's pretty simple.
Shamaning and drag...
Ryuki, less than 30 seconds left.
The person...
Another...
beginning. Please select
The person who's...
Another...
beginning. Please select left, right, start. Come.
Funny that the machine is on a first-name basis.
Now we can finally beat up...
All right. Go, Tama!
Let's go! Now! He did it!
The experiment. Why should humans die? The research results. Splendid. But now, he's not.
If Chikara gets in our way again, let's go.
This stone's...
Turn it on.
What is the significance?
Maybe he has no...
Or maybe he's being sued by nothing.
The stone statue.
Should we go back to...
Let's do it.
Sadly,
Ryuki, we're out.
Damn it. Chikara's mine.
wish I knew that was the...
This door is...
Is this...
We can go through...
Messiah and astronaut.
All right.
Okay.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes left.
I'll stone.
This store.
Begin.
The car.
Racer. Archaeologist.
We can.
Four minutes now.
Let's
got it. We. Yeah, but
there was some.
You have 3 minutes left, Ryuki. Focus.
it would be.
And speak.
Sign. Other people in the chat.
This stone.
Turn it on.
Now.
We can go through here.
And anyone in that.
Did you decide?
Yeah.
Beginning Please select left, NA. Right, 9 select. Starting
this again.
Ow.
What? Why?
Experiment successful.
Exit.
Nice at loss.
NA and 9.
Nice.
Ryuki, this is.
I know. That's 490.
Which was part of the ARG in the real world. Burn me. Egoism. Clear Somnium. That was something. Excellent. Ought to know. You ought to know by now. That's what it's all about. Nike's Japan branch.
Welcome. I'm the president of the Japanese Knives at Laws branch, Tokiko Shigure.
I apologize for visiting so late at night. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Mr. Ryuki, is it? Mamoru, my secretary, has already informed me. I hear you've come to ask about Jin Furue's murder.
This is the president's office on top of Lord's building containing the Japanese branch of Knives at Laws. Knives at Laws. saw something in Somnium. Someone who looked like they were nice was making the Beth 9490 video. That's why we ended up here. We came to the president office at the top.
It was a heat of the moment thing, but I ended up quitting my job. I don't regret punching that scumbag, but what am I going to do now? I've got 10 children to think about.
10 children?
What? A job? With the conditions I requested? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do anything, as long as it's not illegal.
Knock on wood. Yeah, looks like the one from Takara's place, but...
Yeah, but I'm also her bodyguard. I used to be a bodyguard for a certain politician until the end of last year.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was a piece of human garbage. Slugged him in the face and resigned. Then ended up here thanks to an acquaintance introducing me.
Thought you looked
I was only
familiar.
hired recently. I don't know much about it, really. Something funny. There, I said it.
You're so funny. You should be a comedian.
Your badge.
That's something phony.
What is this? A vaudeville routine? That wasn't funny at all.
That's the nonupal X, the symbol of knives.
Non-upal means consisting of 9. You know how there's single, double, triple? Non-upal is the 9th.
Makes sense.
So nonupal X means 9 X's?
Yeah, I can see
Think so.
Did you know that Nizadlaws is derived from 9-exed lozenge?
No.
Lozenge referring to a diamond shape. In other words, Nizadlaws means the 9 X's of the diamond.
Makes sense.
Considering the fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it. Indeed. I had my subordinates create that video. Bats 490 was an ARG. Just a game, but there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within. We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to decode it.
So it's like cicada. The cicada thing all over again.
The purpose was to recruit them into knives.
So this QR video was made for the same reason?
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the news. However, it's completely unrelated to knives.
I highly doubt that.
I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate Bats 490.
What do you think, Tama?
Hard to say on that alone.
I had a very hard time finding the place. After all, Knives is a secret organization hidden from the public.
It's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who knew this location. Otherwise, we would have been out of luck.
Even after I got inside the building, it wasn't easy. The guards, the security gates. If I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance, I probably wouldn't even have made it to this office.
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy.
Well, that's a bit of a stretch.
That's why I let you through to talk to the president.
Do you mean the man from Horadori Institute of Genetics?
No, the other one.
So you do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Oh, sort of.
Chikara is under arrest?
Sort of.
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
Not physical evidence that you could use in a court of law anyway.
I see.
Can't really use things to do that, but... Someone's wife? After becoming a respectable adult, I don't know about that. But now you raise it, you might be able to meet new eyeballies. Interesting. What is your preferred cacao ratio in chocolate? Interesting.
This was over 20 years ago. When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that split off from NICE. You could say they are a sect. The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society. Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that Nyes created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance.
Anyway, I was surprised. I had heard of Nyes, the secret, but I thought it was just an urban legend. I can't believe it actually exists.
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about us. Some claim we're a secret society of Satanists, or that we have something to do with a sequence of binary code that came from space. But that's all nonsense. Made-up stories that become more and more embellished as they were passed on. Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. Nyes is a perfectly legitimate ideological society. Our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches in cities throughout the world. This is one such branch. This is a common misconception, but Nyes is not a religious organization. We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding.
And that is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something.
Well, they're not wrong.
That's the theory.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program. And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfect to find these seams.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel. Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it is unraveled, and its people are emancipated. That is our ultimate goal.
This old hag has completely lost it.
The intersection between the warp and weft. That's where the seam can occur.
I don't understand.
You will some. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
What is that?
It's a hand sign we use. It's meant to resemble the sign behind me.
Interesting.
Judging by the way you asked that, I assume...
Well...
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and it's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa.
So she has an alibi.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
That would be a bit of a stretch.
By the way, would you mind if I asked you a question?
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyer?
Freyer?
Frey. Afraid to pay. Afraid of pay. Afraid of free.
I am asking the person.
What?
I will ask you one more time. Are you a Freyer?
Hey, Ryuki.
As I thought. Then you've realized this world is fictional. Am I correct?
Ryuki, what's gotten into you?
Then please tell me the nil number, if you truly are a Freya.
I don't know that. Or, yeah, actually, I might know that. No. Okay.
So, you don't know. In other words, you lied.
Well, I know the world's fictional, but...
No good. She saw. I thought that I could get her to keep talking if I faked my way through it.
Way to go.
What is a nil number? What is a Freyer? Frey.
Frey to free.
Right. I remember now.
It was written on that sign.
Frey to free. Frey can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokiko said?
Terror.
Their ultimate goal is to break down...
Miss Shigure, are you sure Nyes didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of Nyes are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video. The word Frey being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation, a false world, and such programs always have some glitch. We call such glitches. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. Powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend.
Yes, exactly. When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia, there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened. Others were said to have merged with the steel hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship. Does that sound familiar?
Like the
You
body.
mean Jin? Are you saying his right half teleported here?
It isn't impossible, if a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
Not everything is what it seems. I'm awful. Yoyagi Park.
You like this park, don't you, Ryuki?
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down. Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
Hey,
terribly.
come on. I told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban legend.
How else can you explain what happened? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Jeez. Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it.
Okay.
Whoa.
What the? Did we teleport here?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio Devita, aren't we?
It just seems that way.
A simulation.
Not actually
of a
there.
simulation.
Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that data.
Wow. It's like I'm actually there. The corpse looks so real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Now, less digressing and more investigating. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
All right.
Virtual reality activation. Okay.
I wonder how deep this sign is embedded.
What do we do at times like these?
Right. The X-ray.
Looks like it's there so the performers can check how they look on.
Wow.
That's because I've gathered all data from the scene.
Makes sense.
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip.
Weird.
Kind of like a man's, you know,
Is that a
what?
penis?
Couldn't you have compared it to a fish hook or something?
Well, it won't come out easily.
Giggity.
Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. A signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
His back looks weird.
It's useless unless...
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
What's this?
3 things catch my attention.
Some kind of screw and cylinders.
First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus.
Weird.
This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily.
That would explain it.
The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body.
That's weird.
Finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum. This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns violently.
To explain how he ignited. Not gonna talk about the weird bunch of people just... Oh, okay. That's a lot of mannequins. Wonder why.
Maybe it's for having tea during breaks.
More mannequins.
These aren't good for much other than... The questions for the quiz also
what else is there to check?
It's a signboard.
Yeah. Like I mentioned yesterday, based on the time this corpse... rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened. It should take more time to get to this stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter. That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors.
That's weird.
Getting a better look at it, it's like a spider's thread.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube. Graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom. These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers. A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
What?
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it. By the way, CNTs are extremely durable. They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel. Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT?
The roof. Huh.
That way.
The lights.
Over by that red lamp.
At least I think that's the lights.
What's this?
It's the light switch.
The CNT is tied to it.
Interesting. Wonder why.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep. Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
No.
I was wondering about that too. The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream
But the stream went on, no.
So it wasn't an outage.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well, I think I know what did it.
Gee, I wonder.
That's the switch that powers the lighting.
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of something else.
It was weighted.
There were bundled CMT. They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the lights.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
No, but it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
So on to the next question. The corpse was hidden up in this, then how did it fall?
Someone pushed it. Rigor mortis softened.
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a between two beams. It would stay up there while the body is still stiff. But as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's what made it fall down.
Makes sense.
Now, for the final question, why did the body explode and burn?
Well, that can be explained.
Because of what's inside them.
It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
Ah. That's why. Now
Alright,
what?
I think we're starting, so you can turn off this VR space.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal.
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do—
You're the only actor here.
Actor?
Actor, I hardly know her.
So, I'm Tama, the director and camera operator. Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate—
Are we recording?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor!
Jesus.
Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But—
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Macademy Award.
Macademy? Like, the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started. Ready? Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness—
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play.
I am an amateur!
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now. Let's start with the position. Where and how—
Well—
Would have been placed in the high beams.
It was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis.
Giggity.
So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon.
Fuck.
It needs to be soft and squishy.
Giggity.
Octopus!
Why?
This scene makes no sense.
I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it.
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
And He slipped through, lights went off, nobody saw the body fall.
The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire traps.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives.
Kaboom.
And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion.
Good work. I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary.
It's just fine arts. The lack thereof.
All makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here.
Of course it didn't, though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Yeah.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign.
Can't wait. Sorry, can't imagine why.
Oh, so they could spread that QR video.
The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right? It would have been pointless otherwise.
Makes sense.
But could they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften. That way, they could estimate that the body would fall and if the stream was scheduled for... The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period. Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon. That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT.
Makes sense.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell...
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Yes, we get the joke.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
Smart.
So, to wrap, the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon.
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
You'll find out in 6
It
years.
hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search for the people who might have the intel we need is not...
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole... There must be someone who knew about it.
You mean... the director? Jinpei Wagai?
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using... He's in Akihabara right now, at the Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket.
Of course. Sunfish Pocket.
There he is!
Ah, shit.
Really?
Damn!
Just casually pull out a gun in a fucking maid cafe. Oops.
Ryuki! Ryuki!
Snake! That was up. But seriously, why would he shoot me? Surprised that last one didn't shoot someone. Hit someone, I mean.
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it.
Several people have called the authorities. The local police should be here soon.
Hey, can't you just let me...
What?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right?
But why did you pull out a gun?
I can't go to jail.
That's why I accepted his offer in the first place. I needed money to take care of my kid.
How did he figure out that I'm here about...
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face. All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said...
Let's borrow your studio for an hour on the 10th, before you start preparing for the stream. Do not let anyone near the studio during this time. That includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked, that's all. I'll pay you $5 million. If everything goes well, I'll pay you the night of the 11th.
So me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all. I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Come to Class 3A at Sekiba High. You'll get your money there.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah.
Interesting.
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics, Chikara Horodori.
Well, that's, so they knew we were there.
No way. It can't be.
Figures. Nothing to be done. Oh, Kume's Shrine. Date and Mitsuki went here a few times in the first game.
Mr. Date told me about this shrine. This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyagi Park. It's just... calming here.
I see.
Tama, would you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you...
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks. Let's start then. It's perfect.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course. Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set.
Did you just call Iba your grandma? Assuming that was a joke. Huh. No split path, huh? Guess that's just an ending, probably.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that it has no guts!
What?
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it. But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts. I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
Really? The reason the corpse is on the blackboard is because it doesn't have internal organs anymore. The place inside the body has a lower pressure than the outside, similar to how suction cups work. Makes sense.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th, right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
Looks like there aren't any other...
Well, that was pointless. Aside from seeing that he has no organs in him.
Well? I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas of security.
Any cameras on?
None. Do you remember what Gen said?
That kind of makes him a suspect, doesn't it?
I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Shinpei to find it?
Not necessarily. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Shinpei. That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspect.
Just who is this Terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
It can't be Tokiko, can it?
That would be too obvious.
Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death. And she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow.
No.
Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like as if the same thing from the Philadelphia...
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know, but it's possible. In any case, let's go. I have to talk to her.
Understood. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Nice.
I've been expecting you.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would...
As you know, this is the President's office.
The world is full of rubbish. Such things should all... That was my thinking.
You decided?
Yes. The flow of water cleanses just like the flow...
Not really. But I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something.
Fair.
As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties. I have complete trust in him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Gag.
These aren't sunglasses. It's a fairy's black bra.
What?
What a degenerate.
That joke was awful.
The symbol of knives. There are 4 unseen X's hidden within. They represent the truth of the world you live in. That is yet another meaning inside the Nanyapo X.
4 unseen X's. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where are the 4 unseen X's? Weird.
No, I didn't.
Then do you know about Terry?
I've heard that this is about the culprit.
Yes.
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't...
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. We live in a simulation? This is impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa. I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things, and there are groups who profit.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of Nyes have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if Nyes, the falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the sign, could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video?
As I've told you, we are not. What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join Nyes in it? I know of the incident.
Yes. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of Nyes. Surely you have plenty...
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It is a possibility.
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and Nyes are heading completely...
Perhaps Nyes and the Order of Percent.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that Nyes and the Order of... However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades. We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nyes believes.
I see the unseen X's. I get it, because the black lines, they intersect. So, within the black squares, there are 4 X's. Such... that's why they're unseen.
On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, but they wish to remain imprisoned within it.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely...
I've never played anything like that.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world, then the Order of Percent believe... To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with...
That's why they want to live...
Exactly.
I get it. That's...
In theory, using purge. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands. What do you think?
I finally understand. The 4 unseen X's. Clever. I don't understand the premise, the point of it. There has to be some sort of hidden meaning.
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about... However, one must not believe eternal youth. By the way, Mr. Ryuki, Simulation theory is nothing that is clearly... The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
Well, I'd say that's a good place to end it off right now. And next time, we will see what is beyond the veil of uncertainty. But either way, I'll see you guys next time, where we take it. And yeah.